2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Portland Trail Blazers up against the Phoenix Suns. For Phoenix, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And one of the guys we'll be watching tonight is Eric Bledsoe, just a cannonball on the floor. Shaq, he has to be one of the toughest guards in the league.
Not only that, Ernie, his strength is unmatched for a player his size. He goes right at the defender in half court and in transition. Fun to watch.
You know what? He had a knee surgery the year prior, Ernie. Comes back, plays 81 games. And you know why he missed the one game? The birth of his child.
Wow.
Not because he was hurt. This guy's an Iron Man after surgery.
Yeah, he's a gamer for sure, Eric Bledsoe. Time now for Tip. We go to Kevin Harlan.
You are the father.
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. Looking at the last game for the Phoenix Suns, it was a win against the Dallas Mavericks.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when the team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard out there with Williams. Then there's Mo Harkless. Then there's Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Plumlee in at the 5. What a year for the Suns in terms of transactions. Start of the season with Dragic and Thomas on the roster and moved them both, Clark, at the deadline.
And, you know, most folks saw the Dragic trade coming after his disagreements with the team. The Thomas trade was a bit of a surprise, though.
Here's Bledsoe. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. And Chandler throws it down.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
And Big Red gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Outside Thomas. Plumlee with some nice D.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those playing.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And the slam by Williams.
Another basket here, and they have really come out of the gates fast in the first quarter, Kevin.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
That's his first personal foul.
On defense, Portland. There's the screen. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Now go to Doris Burke. We had a chance to talk with head coach Jeff Hornacek.
Well, guys, in terms of their focus coming into this one, he said he's expecting their defense, especially on the interior, to be vital. He said we can protect the rim with our shot block. Of course, we'd prefer to keep them outside of the paint, but that capability to deny finishes certainly could come in handy tonight. Kevin, we'll see if he's right.
Thanks, Doris. Well, guys, give us your thoughts on that.
Well, I think for a team that has the ability to control a game with its defense, that's where I would expect the focus to be.
And that's exactly right. I mean, if they're going to play to their strengths, they should be pouring a lot of effort into their defense. I think coach is coming into this one with the right mindset.
So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a win against New Orleans.
And no doubt in my mind, the overriding factor in that game was their huge edge on the backboard.
Yeah, the level of energy they had, guys, in the win wasn't matched by their opponents. And that rebounding difference, I think, was indicative of that.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending him.
Damian Lillard is a two-time All-Star. He just keeps getting better and better, and I love his demeanor on the floor. He seems a lot older than he really is.
Yeah, he's got an old head, and he's got a very even-keeled disposition about him, which serves him well. He almost missed the All-Star game last season and was an injury replacement.
Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Williams, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Suns trail by 13. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And now, your Sun Dancers.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Bledsoe kicks to Booker. The pass to Thomas. Fires from deep. Can't get it to go. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
Exactly. Guys, they're clearly the better team, but you can't take anybody for granted. They're all NBA players. They get their checks twice a month across the league, so you've got to come prepared and focused and ready to play.
And for the past few seasons, Portland's bench has really been their Achilles heel. I mean, last year they showed some improvement. The reserves play stole the game for them on more than one occasion, but still wouldn't be considered a strength.
Here's Bledsoe. Al-Farouq Amino picking up that last basket. Here's Tucker. Drops in the tray. Tucker's got his second bucket of the night.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And for Portland, the bench still wasn't leaned on heavily for minutes. Greg was just talking about that, but they were in the top 5, Clark, in scoring efficiency, and they shot 45% from the floor on the year.
And what was a weakness for them in 14 was a strength for them in 15. And actually, they were their best down the stretch of last season.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive, and a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
It has not been an easy quarter for them, at least offensively speaking.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early leads.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Now here's Bledsoe. They double-team Bledsoe. Harkless with the steal. Williams against Bledsoe. Here's Aminu. Rebound by the Suns.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one. Bledsoe
passes to Tucker. Fires the three. Rebound by Williams. Trailblazers leading by 12. And Lillard kicks to Plumlee. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
And the Suns call time here. Last season, Portland won the Northwest Division and had a good year, certainly, but they had some issues when they were the away team on the road and away from the Rose Garden. They had some problems.
Yeah, actually played under 500 on the road, Kevin. Something you rarely see out of a team that wins 51 games.
And as you said with the Blazers, they were the only team to win 50 games and still lose more than they won on the road. Last team to do that was the 2013 Denver Nuggets.
Substitution here for Phoenix. Alex Lenz checked in for Chandler. T.J. Warren comes in for Tyrus Thomas. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Booker. And it's Brandon Knight in for Eric Bledsoe. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Alan Crabb, he's checked in for Williams. Now Barbosa, he had a big outing in that Mavericks game as well. Knight into the lane. From the arc. Shot is off, and the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Harkless, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Leandro Barbosa.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off. And we saw a similar first-round exit for the Blazers of that 2013 Nuggets team. If the Blazers want to go deeper this season, they'll need to be much tougher on the road.
Jared Dudley's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Knight with it. Lillard picks him up. A 3-ball. Len dishes to Dudley. Knight wide open. Connects from three-point range.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Dudley the pass to Knight. From the wing. No luck. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Crabb kicks to Lillard. Plumlee with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. Crabb, good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That's his first foul. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Dudley. The step-back jumper is good.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
And Lillard kicks to Harkless. And the 3 off target.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the 3 as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
I like that. They obviously put the right guy on him.
Now here's Knight. A 14-point game for him in the win against Dallas.
And I thought the contribution he made by just generating contact, getting to the line was outstanding, guys. I mean, he picked up a lot of points at the stripe.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of the night.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
The first free throw is good. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Plumlee. Leonard comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Lillard. Knight hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Just 1 second between the shot clock.
Punches it down with pop.
And rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Grab, dishes to McCollum. That one goes. Count it. McCollum's got his first basket of the night.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Two on the clock. Cannot hit.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Portland out in front. They lead by 12. 2K Sports. Back in a moment here from the U.S. Airways Center.
Let the games begin.
And Tyson Chandler, known for being a great teammate, very vocal leader certainly. He talked about how important it is for an NBA locker room.
Players do the policing. Coach sets a standard, but players individually call out other players. You know, whether it be timeout, whether it be halftime, whether it be pulling guys to the side, you know, in practice. When you have that going on, you see multiple guys doing that, that's when you know you have a good team.
Don't you need a player like this, of Chandler's caliber and character, Greg, to make that kind of a teamwork? You know, have that feel in the locker room, that leadership role that everybody believes in and respects?
No doubt about it, Kevin. And that weighty stature is built on experience and credentials, as you mentioned, like having that championship ring or being an all-star. But when you have it and use it that way, the coach doesn't have to worry about the locker room because Chandler has got that covered.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Trailblazers?
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, but and they've also balanced that, though, guys, with the attack off the bounce as well to get them some points.
On the floor for Portland, they've got Evan Turner. Ezeli is out there with Myers Leonard. Then there's McCollum, and it's Williams at the shooting guard. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
You know, the Phoenix Suns played well overall last season, but they still couldn't match up against some of the teams in the West. Had a hard time with in-conference battles.
C.J. McCollum.
And here's Bledsoe. He kicks it to Tucker. Here's Thomas. And the rejection by Leonard. To the middle. Ezeli gets the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 16.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
The dish to Booker. Thomas passes to Booker. Feeds it to Tucker. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Here's Fasenko. And the rejection by Ezeli. To the inside, Turner makes it off the glass. Turner's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Over to the left wing. McCollum kicks to Turner. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Suns trail by 15. Tipped away, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Phoenix. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Davis is checked in for Ezeli. Aminu comes in for Leonard. Harkless is checked in for Turner. And Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Williams. No good off the back of the rim. For Phoenix, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. The shot by Bledsoe, nobody around. His three-pointer's off the mark.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Lillard outside. And it's off from three-point range. Bledsoe outside. Chandler with a screen for Bledsoe. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Bledsoe's got 5 now. Trailblazers leading by 13. Lillard outside. Here's Aminu. Pass to Harkless. Lets it go with a 3. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Aminu over to help. And Bledsoe, here we go. Shot's good. He has 7. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter.
One thing about Eric Bledsoe, he made it clear he wanted to be paid like an upper-tier player. And that led to quite a negotiation between he and the Suns last year. Ultimately, the two sides agreed to a 5-year, $70 million deal.
Talking about Eric Bledsoe's contract, many insiders felt like it was too much for a sporadic talent. We knew that he was the good backup in Los Angeles with the Clippers and going to Phoenix in a more prominent role. You know, but he went on to have a dynamic season, proving that, you know, Greg, and you know this position so well, he has the ability to be one of the best league's combo guards, I think.
I agree. I mean, consistency will tell the tale when it comes to Bledsoe. I mean, the rebounds and assists, the averages were up last year, but his shooting percentages were down. So is Bledsoe a near max level player? Only time will tell.
Phoenix calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Left side, Thomas. Pass to Tucker. Suns moving the ball around. Offensive rebound. Outside for Bledsoe. He dishes it to Tucker. No good from outside. Portland leading by 13. Lets it go from 14. Here's Harkless, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done. And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
The Suns making a switch here. Jenkins checked in. Bledsoe outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Bledsoe's got 10 points in the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Phoenix had a season of heartbreak last year. So many losses for them on last-second shots. Late-game losses, Greg, buzzer beaters.
Yeah, it's sad if you're a Phoenix fan. How many times this team lost at the buzzer? Just close games in general. Of their 42 losses, how about 18 were by 5 points or less?
Jenkins dishes to Tucker. Chandler a screen. Tucker with the ball. Guarded now by Harkless. And then Thomas with the dunk.
Did not need 2 hands for that slam.
You know, he can see the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit.
The 9-foot shot. That's short off the rim. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Williams. The shot misses. Excellent D from Thomas. Suns trail by 16. And Bledsoe, here we go. And he gets it to go. Bledsoe's got 12 points in the game.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Williams can't hit.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Jenkins with a screen for Bledsoe. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Alex Lenz checked in for Thomas. T.J. Warren comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Knight subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Portland. Alan Crabb comes in for Williams. Here's Chandler. Davis with some nice D.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Knight kicks to Chandler. Poke loose. Out on his own on the break. Here's Aminu. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Boy, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
Good.
Brandon Knight certainly can pass the orange.
Portland leading by 14. Passes it to Crabb. Dishes to Aminu. Kicks it to Davis. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Shooting for Phoenix.
And guys, Brandon Knight really fits the mold of the new breed of NBA combo guard. He has the length and quickness to guard ones and twos, and his skill set allows him to generate offense both in transition as well as the half court.
And that one falls for Knight. Greg was talking about Brandon Knight. He'd really improved his shooting percentages before the midseason trade last year, and that was one of the bigger weaknesses, Clark, earlier in his career.
Yeah, and not only was his shot going down more, it looked better. It was better mechanically, but now to take the next step, he has to cut down the turnover.
Drops in the breakaway layup. Knight's got 11 points.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences just like that.
From the high post. And it's Portland with the rebound. They led by as many as 18 points. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Turner. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Evan Turner.
And that's now 7 points for Evan Turner.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
8 seconds left in the first half. McCollum kicks to Crabb. And so we wrap up the first half. Trailblazers lead by 15. 2K Sports, back in a moment here from the U.S. Airways Center.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. We've been watching a pretty lopsided game through the first half, that's for sure. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined again by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Portland came out ready to play. Their exceptional focus and all-around execution immediately triggered a 15-4 run at the start. At the end of one, they were still firmly in control, up by 12. Then in quarter number two, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
I love how they opened the game up. They pushed the ball up court at every opportunity, and they put the defense on their heels. But it wasn't just a track meet. It was a well-thought-out strategy that the coaches had way beforehand. We'll see what adjustments get made to try to stop their transition game in the second half.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
Well, when you look at the opponent field goal percentage, that tells the whole story. They gave up way too many good looks. When they come out of the break, they got to play way tougher, Ernie. Get those hands up. Get in your opponent's face. Do something.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
And what a tremendous game for Williams. He has 14 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Suns trail by 15. Tyrese Thomas out there with Chandler. Then there's Bledsoe. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Booker in at the 2. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Bledsoe. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
How about that? Concentration. He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
Shabazz Napier's checked in for C.J. McCollum.
You know, there was a time when some thought Tyson Chandler would be a draft bust. But, you know, it took some time before he found his niche and has been one of the best bigs in the NBA for the span of his career. You know, that shows you also when you draft guys out of high school, they're going to need a couple more years to really define who they are as players.
The Suns shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. The feed now to Napier. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Tucker with the ball, guarded now by Harkless. Phoenix no good that time either.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Thomas with the block. Here's Bledsoe. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
Napier kicks to Harkless. Off target from outside.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
The lead now cut to single digits. Tucker's got 11 points.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Napier kicks to Aminu. Outside Williams. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Without question, Big Red displaying his skills today.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, guys. I had a chance to find out what Jeff Hornacek was discussing with his players. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Bledsoe. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thanks, Doris. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Aminu. Aminu's got his 3rd assist on the night. Suns trail by 13. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Here's Napier. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Plumlee, the pass to Williams. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Trailblazers lead by 13. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And Bledsoe, here we go. Plumlee with some nice D.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Here's Williams, and it's blocked. They recover it. Stolen by Bledsoe. Shoots from the baseline, and he hits the jumper for 2. Tucker's got 5 points in the quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket, and you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
And Bledsoe, here we go, misses the layup.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Good D by Williams.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot. That's how he makes his presence felt.
And we see him do it time and again. He is a special talent.
Sure is.
Hey, guys, as important as it is to go out and compete, let's not forget the entertainment element of this game. What an unreal finisher.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
That's a jump ball.
And so here's Phoenix. Suns trail by 18. Chandler attacking, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. A resounding dunk.
Just a take-no-chance slam by the big fella.
Bledsoe with it. Guarded now by Harkless. A nice shot by Tucker.
Oh, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
Well, that has been his shot today. No hit or buts about.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
No good from Booker. Portland leading by 13.
And guys, in a draft with so many talented big men and lead guards, Booker was a bit of a hot commodity. One of the purest sharpshooters in the draft, has a lightning-quick release on his jump shot.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And with Booker, you know, who is a Kentucky guy, he's a sharpshooter. Greg, you're talking about that. His dad actually played at the University of Missouri. He was a pretty good shooter. Clark, this Booker has a pretty good frame to work with, and I think that's going to serve him well in the NBA.
Yeah, I agree with you. I like his size. I like his stroke. I like his toughness. I think he's going to be better defensively than people think. He's got a lot of good stuff in his game already.
Well, what a season for Alex Len last year. Came in looking to find a spot for the team, and he made huge jumps in his game.
And I think it correlated with his minutes going up as well. I mean, played a lot more minutes, and he's a very complete big guy. With the added minutes, the production has gone up as expected.
It's Knight with the drive. The rebound by Ezeli.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Stolen by Len. Now here's Knight. He's got 11. He feeds it to Barbosa. Lillard comes with the double team. Back to Barbosa. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Barbosa's got his first bucket of the night.
You know, you can expect young big men to improve over time, but I didn't think anyone expected Len to jump ahead so fast. And great effort on the boards, and what a mean dunk that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Oh!
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. And McCollum with the slam.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players in his position. So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Rejected by Len, but they get it back. There's the pass to Leonard. Tries again. Len grabs the board. Len's got his fourth rebound in this one. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
That's his fifth personal foul.
For Phoenix, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Barbosa at the line for two.
And the first one counts. So both teams making some changes here. Second free throw, no good. Got it up. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Trailblazers up 19. 2K Sports. Back in a moment here from the U.S. Airways Center. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Portland leading by 19 points. On the floor for Portland, Harkless is out there with Davis. Then it's Plumlee. Then it's Allen Crabbe. And it's Williams at the point. Down low, here's Crabbe. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Tyrus Thomas is checked in for the Suns.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Bledsoe for 3.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Williams for 3, and he gets it to go. Williams has got 12 points here in the second half.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Williams against Bledsoe. Looking to get it going, and it's Portland with the rebound. Harkless has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
The 3, Bledsoe. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. And the thing about Eric Bledsoe, he's an absolutely terrific athlete. Insane athletic ability, his speed with the ball, especially Greg in the open court. Remarkable.
Yeah, and when he gets a full head of steam, look out. He goes beast mode, if you will, on the basketball court. He really, truly is like a running back in the open field.
Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Portland. Napier comes in for Williams. And Phoenix making a change here. Chandler's checked. In. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Noah Vonleh, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Napier.
Talking about Bledsoe, one area where he has to improve his turnovers. He averaged over 3.5 turnovers a game. You can't be a championship point guard if you're not squeezing the arm.
And the lead's not getting any smaller. Just an incredibly well-rounded performance here on the road.
And how good a feeling is that for this team to dominate the way they did in front of a hostile crowd? That is a satisfying feeling for the victors.
Chandler kicks to Jenkins. Here's Dudley. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And thinking a little bit more about Eric Bledsoe, yes, he could be more efficient, but his combination of points, assists, and rebounds per game is outstanding. If he focuses in and listens to his coaches, we could be talking about him in the upper echelon of point guard.
Chandler is screen. Fires the 3. Dudley, no luck.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Booker, he's checked in for Jenkins. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Davis. Williams comes in for Allen Crabbe. And it's Napier in for McCollum. That's tipped. Here's Napier. And the layup's good off the glass. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Bledsoe. Defense right on him. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Good game for Bledsoe. 18 points and 7 assists.
Fundamentals have been on display. He's just done it all today. The passing and also knocking down his freebies.
And that's exactly what they've needed from him, those two things.
Boy, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
Napier kicks to Williams. Goes up on the block. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds to Portland. A return possession. And Phoenix making a change here. Tucker's checked in.
P.J. Tucker.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Williams' shot is off. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Booker dishes to Chandler. Suns moving the ball around. Five to shoot. Bledsoe with it. Williams picks him up. And the Suns miss again.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
3 points, home team.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
The Trailblazers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And the shot is good.
What a final quarter these guys are having from downtown, just burying the threes in bunches.
And we'll keep going back to the well. No reason not to. I mean, work that perimeter. It's going good for you. Work it until it stops.
Napier passes to Williams. Stolen by Bledsoe. He kicks it to Tucker. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got assist number 8 here in this one already. They get a hand on it. Harkless dishes to Napier. Williams for 3. They get it again. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
The shot no good, and Phoenix will come the other way. Bledsoe kicks to Booker. Bledsoe with room to shoot, and that one's on target from the wing. Bledsoe's got 22. The Trailblazers have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Outside Williams. The dish to Harkless. And Aminu kicks to Ezeli. The jump hook. Rebound by the Suns. Tucker's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Bledsoe passes to Tucker. Back to Bledsoe. And yes, sir, that one drops. Bledsoe's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Napier tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Leonard, he's checked in for Aminu. Turner comes in for Maurice Harkless. Allen Crabbe, he's checked in for Williams. And McCollum subbed in for Napier. It's Knight with the drive. No good from the low block.
Now that's terrific defense as Guerrero got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Dudley, no luck.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Knight for 3. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Crabbe, good.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Portland.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of Game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in Game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Williams. Just an outpouring of points from him, and nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow. You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him. Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull that trigger. You've got to be in his face and not give him any space.
And you can see, Clark, that he has garnered the attention of the defense here. They are not going to allow him to get those kinds of looks.
16 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Got a piece of it. Stolen by McCollum. All alone. Finishes the break with a slam.
And really no better feeling than to go on the road and play this well and get the win.
Yeah, it's always a good win when you play the kind of game they have played tonight. I mean, especially, though, when you get it done on the road. That's a special, special feeling there.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Let's take a look now as we give our nod to our Jordan player of the game. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor. What'd you think, Kenny?
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.